Thank you so much. Please, you can comment, like, and share our video. Please comment, like, and share our video. Very, very important. Thank you so much for joining us. Matthew, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Mike Adekulu.
All right, Saturday edition of Bystanders at Newstand. It's a wet season here. I don't know if it's wet in your area, but in other here,
It's all over. It's all over.
it's all over. Wow, wow. All right, go to the comment section. Viewers saying good morning to every one of us here and the likes of the Chimak Rambanch, Alonge Adeyemi Yemi, David Okafor, Stop and Chop, Lewa Nwa G. Everybody saying good morning to everyone. We are saying thank you so much for joining us this morning. Matthew, another tragic situation in Kaduna as bandits invaded worship center, killed two. Barely 24 hours after about 280 students were kidnapped, we had this development. What's really going on there?
It's a very terrible situation. That is why, as a person, I was happy when I learned the chairman of Metiala is under detention. He's under detention, custody of GSS. When we look at the issue that has to do with banditry, you agree with me that Fulani is at the center of it. And the only way you address it is because there's the angle that says most of the Fulani committing crime are foreign Fulanis. But the problem is, we as Nigerians, it's difficult for us to differentiate between who is a foreign Fulani and who is an indigenous Fulani. So it behoves on the Fulani themselves, under a body like Metiala, to identify those bad ones, those foreigners who are perpetrating crime, and hand them over to police, security agencies. If they are not doing it, and the Nigerians profile of Fulani as bad, so I think it is the fault of the Fulani to address it. It's difficult for me and you to identify who is a Fulani, a nomadic Fulani that is not perpetrating crime from the Fulani man that is perpetrating crime. So for me, whether we like it or not, the security agencies need to be up and doing. They need to, as a matter of urgency, take security of every inch of Nigerian sovereignty. That you were using a base in Kaduna for training before now, and you abandon it, and the bandits are taking over it, is not an excuse, because it's part of Nigerian territory. Then I think state police is the way to go. I hope this government, because I was happy when I heard the issue of state police.
That they were considering it.
But I hope this government will not allow politics to kill that idea. Because to be quite honest with you, if Tinubu's government had that boldness to come about state police, I want to tell you that the problem of Nigeria, security-wise, will be 70% solved. Take a look at it. All the kidnapping you see, if you leave Lagos, you are going to Delta, you are going to any other part of the country, is perpetrated by Fulanis. All the one you see in South, there's one going on in Delta now, where some policemen were killed by herders. So all the one you see in the South is the Fulanis. The one you see in the Southwest here, Fulani. In Benue, Fulani. So I look as if Fulani is a major challenge when it comes to security. And if you do state police, to be quite honest with you, it will address it significantly. So I encourage this government, since they had the boldness to detain the chairman of BHLA, the Tinubu administration should go further to address the issue of insecurity by allowing state police.
Many Nigerians don't really believe in this administration when we talk about improving our security architecture. And when you look at it again, the president yesterday directed immediate rescue of these kidnapped pupils. Don't you think these are just political statements? Every time the president has directed the security operatives to rescue abducted pupils, the vice president saying that the country will improve in its security architecture and all of that. Don't you think these are just mere political statements? Are these people really working?
Difficult to agree that they are working because until we see results, we cannot accept or believe that they are working. The only way you can believe that somebody is putting effort is when you start seeing positive results. If we still see kidnapping in Abuja, in Benue, insecurity almost every part of the country, even if they say they are working, it's difficult to believe. But the area I'm not happy is this. I don't think funding is a challenge. So why are we not getting results? I've said it every time that I cannot continue doing the same thing over and over and expect a different result. Change the security architecture, change the security strategy. Like for instance, to what extent are we leveraging on technology to fight insecurity? I don't think we are doing more in that regard. In terms of our intelligence gathering, we know that DSS is saddled with the responsibility of intelligence gathering. And these people are being paid with taxpayers' money. To what extent are they gathering intelligence, actionable intelligence that will lead to nipping crime in the bud? To what extent are they doing that? I don't think they are doing enough. Because you cannot be enjoying taxpayers' money and you are not delivering on your responsibility. So that is why at times firing people is the best way to make people to rise up and do what they're supposed to do. So I encourage Mr. President, if anyone that is not giving the result, fire that person and let us see fresh hands.
All right, so Muslim brothers and sisters, say happy Ramadan to you. Ramadan will be starting on 11th of this month. That should be on Monday, right? Monday. And looking at our security again, especially in this season of Ramadan.
It's even a double jeopardy.
Honestly, because
economic situation and security.
Yeah.
So I believe this time around the security agency would have advised people who celebrate on how to go about it, how to gather in public.
Fasting period.
Exactly. And because we have issue of insecurity, we have issue of food crisis. The speculation the other day that in the north some people are eating some even raw food. I don't know how true. But what I'm trying to say is the issue of the issue of food crisis is real. And for people who want that even reminds me, let me use the opportunity to thank Obiril, who out of his magnanimity tried to reach out to the reviewers and maybe people around to morning breakfast. Yes. Obiril, I say a very big thank you. And for acknowledging our brother too.
Mr. Sunday, right?
Yes.
Just need to say
yes,
thank you to
I want to say thank you to Mr. Obiri for stretching the arm of magnanimity to me this morning. You have actually brought joy into my life this morning when I wake up. I want to thank God for your life, and I pray that God will continue to bless you and your family abundantly.
Mr. Michael.
And Mr. Michael UK, I also thank you for bringing joy too into my life this morning. When I wake up in the morning, I had a call and I came down here. They deliver your message to me, and I pray God will continue to bless you and your family, and God will continue to give you, to allow you to excel in all your endeavors in the mighty name of Jesus. And you will continue to stretch the arms of magnanimity as a philanthropist to well-meaning, to the vulnerables in Nigeria, because there is hunger on the land. I thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. We really appreciate you, Mr. Michael and Obiril, for the kind gesture. Thank you so much. May God bless you. Matthew, whether we like it or not, there will be gatherings. People will gather to pray in
Definitely,
the season of Ramadan.
definitely.
Are our security agents prepared to protect the citizens? That's the question I'm asking. Let me know, are they battle ready?
That is a problem. Even if they are battle ready, other thing is it is very difficult. It's not even about difficult. It is not possible to police every inch of Nigerian territory. That is why when there is no war, when the bandits have not yet come out to strike, it is good to take the battle to them. Go to their enclaves, go to those bushes, those forests where they hibernate, destroy them, set them running, pursue them, bring them to justice. By so doing, you nip crime in the bud. There's a saying that the best form of defense is attack. Because by the time you are attacking, the man you are attacking is trying to defend. As the time he's defending, he's engaged in defense. He's not yet prepared to attack. So when you relax and you start attacking, the way it stands, Nigerian government, Nigerian army, police, DSS, name it, security agencies, they are the one defending. And the criminals, the bandits, the terrorists, they are the one attacking. We should be the one doing the attack. Then they start doing the defense. Once they are doing the defense, they will be on the run. So it's quite unfortunate that we allow the space to operate. Is it not even unfortunate that even the military high command will be saying that they abandoned the forest where they used to hitherto do training in Kaduna, and that the bandits have taken over the place? Is that place not part of Nigerian sovereignty territory? So what are you waiting for to send troops to go and destroy them, arrest them and bring them to book? So for me, I think the security agencies should do more.
All right, thank you so much, Matthew. All right, Okokundem, good morning to you. Good morning. All right, Niyi, how are you doing?
Mike, I'm good.
It's been a while.
Yeah. That's good.
Did you travel?
Yes, I think I've been a little bit busy with work. Now we need to double our hustle. One sachet of Indomie is now 300, my brother. And I have kids,
You will trigger reactions there.
Listen,
section.
we have to be frank with ourselves. This president said, don't pity me. Tell me the truth, as it were, on the streets. This man is within the confinement of Aso Rock. He doesn't even buy anything anymore. Everything is being bought for him using the resources of this country. So he wouldn't even know the price of plastic water now. He wouldn't.
Some are surprised at what you
No,
saying
listen.
now.
No. Listen, anybody who is surprised hasn't known me or he hasn't seen me for who I am. I've always been a liberal person. I've always said when I supported Tinubu, it wasn't because of tribal sentiment. But people like Udeze Chima, they cannot see beyond their nose. They always think maybe I supported Tinubu because of tribal affinity that we share. No. I supported him based on what he did in Lagos. Nobody can take that away from him. He was an excellent governor while he was in Lagos State. And the records are there even to tomorrow. But for now, he needs to work on his cabinet.
Are you now speaking out because of the situation?
I have not even started speaking out.
Is the situation now
I have not.
on you as well?
I have
the way
not.
it's biting hard on Nigerians?
I am not exempted. I don't have immunity against the economy crisis.
Before it was like you were enjoying the atmosphere.
No. Listen,
the governance of Ashura.
there was never a time I told you that people are buying bread in the market and I'm buying it cheaper. There was never a time I said that. I can afford it, but the point is they are expensive. If my budget for family expenses in a month is, let's say, 100,000, now I have to expand it to like 250,000. So that's my complaint.
The cost of living is now high.
Definitely, and I know
it is affecting you too now.
it is not. It doesn't exempt anybody.
Wow.
Are you left out?
No.
Good. You see, and I don't think there's no shame in that. If anybody comes to the reviewers page and try and mock me, I think he's just being gullible, and he's just being unrealistic himself.
But it seems some of these viewers saw the future
that
you didn't see.
Nobody saw the future. Everything was all about probability. If we want to look at the past to judge where you're going, Obi cannot lace Tinubu's shoes when it comes to governance, and that's the truth. If you are looking at the two guys, they are past. If you are looking at it apart, like we are doing comparison, black and white, right? How did Tinubu govern? What are the legacies Tinubu left in Lagos? Then we go to Obi. What are the legacies he left? How endurable were those legacies? There's no legacy Obi left in Anambra today that is still living. Nothing. The hero beer, they said it doesn't worth a dime. So, I mean, look at the BRT. We still have that in Lagos State, right? But look at the Atlantic, the Eco Atlantic. But that is not the question. That is not the bone of contention this morning. The bone of contention is I voted a man, and this man is performing beyond expectation. Now, my question is, if you had voted Obi wasn't going to be above the bar all through his tenure. It's impossible. It is impossible. Or Atiku, it's impossible. Anybody that had the intention of changing the narrative, taking us from consumption to production, you have to make some hard decisions. And those hard decisions will definitely affect the economy, whether you like it or not. Okay? Now, how this president is reacting, how is being reluctant towards shoveling his cabinet is what I am calling for. I have always said that the NSA must go. I have always said that the Minister of Agric, which is the Kyari guy, I have always said that the Minister of Defense, Matawale, and the other guy, Badaru, those guys are not. Those guys are supposed to be the most popular. They are supposed to be the most popular, ministers right now. Most especially the Minister of Defense and the NSA. But as it were, I think they are both incompetent. And I don't think there's anything wrong for me to be calling out the president that, oh God, do this thing. These guys are failing you. But it is not their name, it is your name that will be mentioned. Okay, I will have a caller.
Yeah, I think we have a call on the line, right? All right, good morning, Ade Tunde. Ade Tunde, good morning. Yeah, you calling us?
Yeah, good morning. I'm calling from Birmingham in UK. I want to contribute this morning. The problem
Okay, you're welcome to the
in
program.
yeah. Are you hearing me? Yeah. The problem in Nigeria is really that
Clearly, sir. We can
yeah,
hear you.
yeah. The problem in Nigeria is not really a problem of food scarcity, but the prices of goods, the prices of the foodstuffs, they are too expensive, and people are not having enough money in their pockets, in their savings, to buy this food. So people should not be coming out to run a wrong narrative and to be making excuses. And there is no way, since the removal of subsidy, it has caused everything to be more expensive, because fuel is very expensive. So once the fuel is expensive, most of the goods and services and the transportation and the people that are using generators, the prices of those things, cost of production will go up, cost of transportation will go up. So what the government should do is to bring down the prices of goods. That is what they should do. Every government all over the world, there are many ways they use to subsidize the prices of goods, food stuff. All this palliative they give to people. When it finishes, what will people revert to? They give palliative of food stuff, a bag of rice, so some quantity of rice. They don't even give them condiments, meat, fish to eat the rice. And when the rice finishes, where are they going to go back to? People don't have money to buy this food. So what I would advise the government, rather than all this infrastructure they are claiming to be building, I don't say you cannot repair roads, but the main infrastructure we need is human infrastructure in form of gainful employment. gainful employment where people will get salary, and from the salary they bring home, they can make some savings. If people does not have job, criminality will continue to increase. Many people get out of university, they don't get job. Many people learn skills, they don't have work to do. What we produce in Nigeria is agric. Let them organize plantations, build a lot of cottage industry in these farms. All the things we produce, let us process it. When we process it, we will consume some of it. The remaining, we will export to earn dollars and pound sterling or other foreign currencies. And our economy will be better. This is what Peter Obi was saying. Now, Niger State is trying to practice it. But the problem is that they must have good people to manage this development. If you don't have good people managing it, corruption is going to kill it. Part of the problem that Ahmed Tinubu is having in Nigeria today is because of lack of integrity. If you don't have integrity, how are you going to motivate people to support you? He should purge his government of corrupt politicians. Once the people see that corrupt politicians are there, everywhere, everybody will just be shopping their own. So create jobs. That is what the people need. And Lagos State is talking of building Fourth Mainland Bridge. Bridge is not what people in Lagos State need now. Create agric industries. Create production industry for what we are using in Nigeria. Let them manufacture pencils, toothpick, everything we are using in Nigeria. Let the cottage industry be everywhere. And those people mandate that Nigerians must buy local products. So people will get enough job to do. When people are busy in their job, they won't think of criminality. They won't think of banditry. So this is what I think is the main thing. Our government is running a wrong narrative. They are not addressing the real issue. People must earn enough. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much for calling us. The man has just stated the obvious. He talked about the government prioritizing certain needs of Nigerians. It's not all about building Fort Milan Bridge, not all about the rail project. So you didn't mention rail project. I am just saying. Because people criticized someone for that. Is it rail we want to eat? What our business with rail projects? But they forgot that transportation, is another issue in Nigeria.
Definitely.
In Lagos State, sorry. This man that just called us talked about governments encouraging local production. Let's start producing ourselves. Let's start producing toothpaste, producing matches, and all of that. And truly, this is what we need in the country. He also made mention of the president surrounding himself with corrupt politicians. You see the case of Betaedi, some other politicians that were caught in this administration. And this speaks volume. Niyi, do you have anything to say as regards what he stated?
Mike, I have a lot to say. First and foremost, yes, it is true that removal of subsidy has caused the prices of commodities to surge, right? And the government has not been able to significantly, cushion the effect of those inflationary prices. This president, as at October last year, said that they were going to use 100 billion naira to buy CNG buses. There was some policy direction they gave us. They said they were going to pay 35,000 naira wage allowance. They said they were going to cultivate around, I think, about 250,000 hectares of land, or if I'm not mistaken. But all these things have not been done. All these things have not been done. And then someone is telling me not to question the president because I voted for him. I am not a zombie, for God's sake. Right? Nigeria first. It doesn't matter if anybody gets that. It doesn't matter even if my dad becomes the president. It has to be Nigeria first. You know? And the question is, on the issue of infrastructure, like Mr. Adetunde said, infrastructure is critical. Okay? But what it is lacking is the inability of the government to do 2 to 3 things simultaneously. While they are building infrastructure, they can also have, you know, a productive engagement of the people, like going to farm, like training them. But we are not seeing all these things happening, concurrently. We are not seeing this thing happening concurrently.
We have, let me quickly look at the comment section. Though we have a caller, but before taking this call, Kenneth Annie says, you guys will continue to suffer, except an Easterner is ruling the country. Nigeria will continue to go down. Remember the war, how God sustained his children called English. Give my people chance to rule. That's his own opinion. All right, we have Ode Chima online. Ode Chima, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Michael Adekunle and Ekaro Lee. Good morning. I hope you can hear me loud and clear.
Morning, morning.
Morning, sir.
Okay, Mr. Michael,
Clearly, sir.
thank you for giving me the opportunity. Mr. Lee, good morning. You are just waking up, and I love your courage, my man. You know, I love somebody when you make some mistakes and you realize that you have done some mistakes. You need to go back to the drawing board and make some adjustments. And you have the courage to come out and say the truth. That is what makes a man. And I doff my cap for you on that. But it's unfortunate that most of your colleagues are still living in the past. They're still living in ignorance. What makes a man a perfect man is when a man sees white and call it white, even at gunpoint. That is what makes you a man. We all want a situation where Nigeria will work for everybody, but it seems that the country is not working. Just like I submitted yesterday, the solution to the problem of Nigeria is to divide the country so that everybody will go to his tent, oh Israel, or you go regional. Now, Mr. Lee, I will refer you to go back to the last summit that they have 2 days ago. Go and listen to Professor Moore Alo's submission. An economist per excellence, Mr. Moore Alo, a man with full of knowledge, economical knowledge. But he's there wasting. One of the points he made is that Tinubu surrounded himself with incompetent men and women. And he's playing out loud, even he's seeing it. Even you can see it and attest to it. When he was constituting this cabinet, we were all lamenting. Unfortunately, Mr. Lee, you come out here and showed lies to us that Tinubu is considering the best path that will take Nigeria to El Dorado. Where is the El Dorado today? Where is the paradise, Mr. Lee? If you cannot run a government of compensation, compensating your political allies with political posts, that government cannot work. This has been the problem with Nigeria all these years. Trying to put triangle in square holes. No, until you start considering competency and putting square pegs in square holes. That is where when you get Nigeria, get the best of Nigeria, not minding where the person comes from, whether he comes from the east, from the north, from the south. Unfortunately, this government is not doing that. They are still governing with propaganda, which you know. 9 months down the line, we are moving to 10 months. Mr. Lee, you told us that before this time that we will see some productivity or some good aspect of this governance. 9 months down the line, Mr. Lee, tell me one thing that Tinubu have achieved now that you can see that you will say that we are proud of, that our president have done it. Not even one thing, oh. Not even one thing. This is where I get mad. Not even 9 months is enough time for somebody to show us at least one thing. Now you came out this morning again, and you say that Mr. Peter Obi is not fit to lace the shoes of Mr. Tinubu in terms of governance. I put it to you this morning and tell you that where your knowledge ends is where another man's knowledge begins. You cannot say something that you don't know. Sentiment apart, I am from southeastern Nigeria. I'm not from Anambra State, but I'm from southeast. Mr. Peter Obi is the best thing that would have happened to Nigeria. Let me tell you the truth. Leave propaganda. Even if Obi is president today, I'm not going to get anything from him. That is the truth. We want good governance for humanity. Obi would have put in this country at least 50% right. That is the truth. That is the truth. That is the simple truth. Tinubu is still governing Nigeria with the old, how do I put it, the old way. They are archaic system of governance. Rub my shoulder, I rub your shoulder. Push me, I push you. This is not what we want in this era. We want new brain, new ideology, new everything to put the country ahead. You cannot continue doing the same thing and expect a new result. No way. And unfortunately, instead of them to accept their mistakes and put things right, they are still making one blunder. You came here 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago before you run away and told us that the dollar is appreciating, the naira is appreciating against the dollar. Mr. Lee, this morning, do you know the latest about the latest exchange rate? The dollar has even gone more higher now. Is this how we will continue? Well, sheep say there's nothing like nothing good than looking eye. Now eye with the look, make with the look eye. Now all of us there for this. Last, everybody go chop breakfast. Me, I dey where I dey chop the breakfast no go reach me. Thank God. But I feel for you and every other person over there. It's high time. Also, tell you as you are saying the truth. Tell your allies, those that are still coming here to propagate lies, that they should follow your footpath. And I see some potential going. You are going places if you continue saying the truth, and truth will set you free. Thank you, and God bless you. Bye.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, that was a very
Well,
good submission.
Udeze Chima,
I don't know how weak your supporters or your fans will be presently. Now, especially
no,
now
no,
that
no,
you
no,
are
no, no, no,
reframing
no, no, no,
your
no.
support
Let me
from
tell you. Let me tell you.
Bola
Let me tell
Ahmed
you.
Tinubu,
Let
who
me tell
appears
you.
to be
I
the president.
stand on all my assertion and submission here that if we compare Tinubu's past as a governor between 1999 to 2007, and then we compare Obi tenure as Anambra governor, do you understand? Tinubu is way ahead of Obi. But currently today, Tinubu is not doing well. Currently today, Tinubu is not performing in to expectation.
No, you said it. You said it last year that if by the
Please hold on. Udeze Chima is saying that Obi would have done. That is probability. I equally said Tinubu would have done 100%. But the reality now is Tinubu is not doing well in 9 months.
performing below
But he still has 3 years to correct his wrongs. If in the next 1 year Tinubu does well, then of course I have made the right
Now,
choice.
it reminds me of what you said a few
Okay.
months ago that if by the
End of first quarter, and you know we are in the but we are not
performs
almost now,
below
almost.
expectation,
Yeah,
then you will come out in the public and criticize his administration. You said it,
I'm already doing that. You
and
can
you're
see.
doing it.
Listen, I am for Nigeria to get better. I am for this country to just be okay. I want you and I to be able to take our 3,000 naira, have a nice time in a joint, and still have a change to go home.
But don't you think some of these viewers or persons around here who supported you in praising the administration of Tinubu as of last year, and they see you criticizing his administration now constructively? Let me
Any,
use that word.
anybody,
Don't you think they'll feel
listen,
disappointed?
anybody that feels,
See-
anybody
seeing you.
that feels disappointed because I am criticizing this president on this, you know, current realities, I don't give a damn about that person.
They call it current reality.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about that person.
So it
Listen, I have,
wasn't. It wasn't.
listen. Over time, I have never been a psychopath. That's what you know. I am a supporter of Tinubu even till now. But I can support you in criticism. It's as simple as that. I can support you with my criticism. I can support you with my criticism. Now is the time I will tell you the truth. When you have two friends that don't ever quarrel, that simply means they don't tell themselves the truth. If I am a supporter of Tinubu and I come here and I'm saying that Oga, you need to change some people. These guys, people like Matawale, people like Badaru, people like Nuru Badu, people like Betadu, these people are doing nonsense. I don't think that is a tall order for me to make. So if you think you have supported me because I supported Tinubu, and today I am now criticizing the wrongs that are going on, then I don't give a damn. Because I am only saying what is the current realities. Okay, as of today, Tinubu is performing below expectation. But he still has 3 years to do more. Don't forget, Tinubu said something, and I'm saying it here. I want to say it here. Tinubu said something during the campaign. He said, if he doesn't get electricity right in 4 years, don't re-elect me. It was Tinubu that said that. He said, if I don't get electricity in 4 years, don't re-elect me. And I am saying today that if Tinubu, at the end of 2027, if we don't have improvements in electricity, whereby we can confidently say that we are now enjoying electricity in Nigeria, I will not re-elect him. I will not re-elect him. Do you get? Because those are his words. I cannot cry more than the bereaved. This is a man that said, don't pity me. This is a man that said, if I don't give you electricity by 2027, don't re-elect me. But then why should I come here and be saying that I will re-elect him despite he has actually done, he has acted against his own words? I mean, I need to take my own life seriously too. Do you get? So I think that'll be all for this.
All right, thank you so much.